It's fun to bash the media. And as a media critic and active blogger, I've done my share of the bashing. And why not? There's plenty to complain about in the news business and lots to bash about. But it's also important to recognize from time to time that there are quality journalists out there who are doing their best to bring us the news that we can use and the news that we need. Last week marked the occasion of World Press Freedom Day, a time to recognize and to remember the vital role that access to free information plays in a democracy and in development. Originally proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in 1993, World Press Freedom Day has been accompanied for the past 10 years by the awarding of the annual UNESCO Guillermo Cano World Press Freedom Prize. This prize is given to a deserving person, organization, or institution that has made an outstanding contribution to the defense of a free press.
On World Press Freedom Day, I remember Daniel Pearl, in part because he was one of the first journalists to die in the so-called War on Terror, but he was also a journalist who saw his mission as promoting intercultural understanding, particularly between the Islamic world and the Western world.
Unfortunately, journalists around the world are still dying simply for doing their job. In fact, last year saw a record number of journalists and media workers who were killed or thrown into prison all around the world, with dozens dead in Iraq alone. And I guess that's why it's fitting that the late Russian journalist Anna Politkovskaya was given the Guillermo Cano Award this year. Let me read you what the head of UNESCO said in explaining the choice. Anna Politkovskaya showed incredible courage and stubbornness in chronicling events in Chechnya after the whole world had given up on that conflict. Her dedication and fearless pursuit of the truth set the highest benchmark of journalism, not only for Russia, but for the rest of the world.
The concerns about World Press Freedom are not just concerns about whether reporters can do their job and report, yes, that's important, but also, can the public receive news and information? Can it receive diverse voices and viewpoints? Can it learn about the rest of the world? Can it trust the media?
Let's never forget that the access to good information is a fundamental human right. Yes, a human right, one that's enshrined in Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted unanimously decades ago by the United Nations.
I now open the meeting of the drafting committee of the Commission on Human Rights.
So, while we're all sitting around critiquing and complaining about the news, let's never forget the news gatherers who are out there literally on the front lines every day. On the occasion of World Press Freedom Day, it's important to remember, to recognize, to praise, and to thank them.